and welcome to Banging Book Club. This week on Just Kiss My Frog. Now, if you haven't noticed, because you've been incompetent or maybe doing other things, me and these two have a book club on a podcast called Banging Book Club, and we upload every month, and we also upload video to each other's channels. And the whole theme of the podcast is that we read a book about sex. This month it's Lolita.
Great summary.
One of the most hailed books about paedophilia I've ever read.
I thought you were about to say of our time.
Of our time.
Maybe even most or only.
I mean, I think it's good to keep books about paedophilia that are hailed in the public eye to a minimum. So I'm glad that there's only one or two.
Yeah.
We managed to read one of them this month.
We managed to read two because perv.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's perv as well. Now, we do noise reviews on the podcast. Do you want to repeat those? What was your noise review, Hannah? What was your noise review, Lucy? Lucy didn't finish it. And my noise review was... So this is a book about a man who falls in love with a girl called Lolita, who he calls a nymphette, which is a kind of very specific kind of teenager that he thinks is socially acceptable to sexually fantasise about.
As soon as you call them a tween, it instantly makes me think of it contextualises them in the modern day. Like,
oh my
just
god, now
we're fans.
Yes.
Like, oh, you're so vulnerable and small.
Yeah, like Busted were trying on some level to make me sexually attracted to them, yes or no? I think yes.
Yeah.
I was attracted to James.
So Lolita
I
is 13.
fancy Charlie. No, you're right. We did. I was all
Yeah.
like, I didn't fancy older men. as
Oh
a
no,
11-year-old.
Charlie from Busted.
Yeah, Charlie from
And I
Busted.
think the way we're marketed to is to feel this sexual kind of gravity towards older men.
And that whole
So
that
this is that in
formation is
extremes.
beautiful.
Yeah. I think going into this, we'd all heard a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's on a lot of syllabuses. A lot of people you meet will go, "Oh, such a beautiful book, so
Yeah.
well written. Oh, so poignant." And
there's someone that
obviously,
names
we're
their
also
cat
deeply
Lolita.
poignant people. Somebody named them a cat Lolita.
Yeah, it's a cute cat.
So,
what's wrong with me?
It's a pussy.
in the podcast, we do give you a brief summary of what the book's about. So if you haven't read Lolita, I think the podcast is still accessible. We talk about our feelings about it, society's feelings about it, and ultimately what we think we can learn from it, if anything.
I think I got a bit too serious in that section.
I just think it's too serious. We're on Just Kiss My Frog.
I think
Okay.
we need
No
to
light-hearted
be
jump
serious.
cuts. But I think it's a really serious subject, so I think
Yeah.
it's important to be a little bit serious about it. Like, obviously, we're quite fun on Banging Book Club. I like to think we have a little bit of fun. But this one is quite a serious topic, and it's beautifully written. Which we
I
talk
love
again
that.
about beautifully written.
One of the things that I definitely had heard about going into it was that it was beautifully written.
Yeah, definitely.
But I also think that that can be subjective. So you didn't think it was beautifully written. You kind of didn't
Not
really care
especially.
for it. I'm not really one to notice things if they're beautifully written unless it really jumps out at me like Trumpet.
Well, so that's effectively.
Like that to me, I was just like,
feel it.
oh. Whereas this, I could tell that it was poetry. I could tell it wasn't normal prose. But I just found it difficult to understand and read because I'm a bad reader and can't read classics.
Whereas
No such thing as a bad reader.
Don't shame yourself.
I know,
I
just
think
know
that classics
that
can
I'm
be
a
very
bit-
inaccessible.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I found this inaccessible because I think there are major plot points that I just completely missed and characters I was just like, wait, who?
I
Yeah.
like the struggle of reading a classic.
Yeah.
That's old. And I
Bit of a
really,
sadist reader over here.
I really liked the language.
So yeah, if you want to join us at Banging Book Club, we'll leave all the links below. We read a book every month. Next month is How to Build a Girl by Caitlin Moran. Now we know how I feel about it.
I've got it.
This
I
one.
sat on poo.
Just to clarify, Lucy sat on this when she said she sat on poo. She didn't actually sit on poo, because Hannah doesn't shit on her sofa.
Well,
Funny you should say that, but hilarious anecdote.
Funny story.
I don't know if I want to be Hannah's friend anymore. There might be a podcast next month. I'm not sure if we're going to allow Hannah back on. We're going to be reading How to Build a Girl by Caitlin Moran, and we're also going to be announcing our series for next year. So we're going to be doing lots more books, and it's going to be amazing.
and if you have any really pressing requests about anything next year, do tweet us them.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying we're going to do them, But we do want feedback.
We're going to have a big banging book club meeting where we devise the reading list.
Yeah,
for
and
next
comb
year.
all of your suggestions through completely and devise a really good reading list for next year. Because we like sex and we like books.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other parting thoughts?
A hashtag banging book club.
Yeah. This is Hannah Whitten. That is Lucy Moo.
Oh yeah.
I have been Lena Nobbs. You know the drill. You know the drill. You've been here before.